share it right now, man. But first order of a business today, man. Diddy.
Oh, let's get right into it then. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes, man.
Diddy, man. Like I said, we've been speaking on here for a while about how Diddy's been doing with the whole, case. It was looking good for Diddy, man. And it still is looking very, very good for Diddy. It's looking good for him, man. Diddy, man, he's in trial. He's on trial right now, man. Cassie's on the stand. The Jane Doe, she hasn't made it to the stand yet, or I don't know if she will make it to the stand or not.
I don't even know who Jane Doe is.
Jane Doe, man, that's the other, victim. There's only two victims in this case. There's only two. I mean, there's only two victims that's actually in this case, even though it's a RICO. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I thought they had like about 10, 15 chicks ready to testify. Two people?
Nah, man, they weeded them out. But like I told y'all weeks ago, man, like I said, man, Diddy is on trial right now, and from what the looks of it, I'm gonna ask y'all: is Diddy being charged, or he's like they wasted our money? I feel like, but is Diddy being basically, tried right now for being a freaky individual?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I mean, because I ain't heard nothing about a RICO at all.
He has a RICO. Man? This is RICO.
This is a RICO case we talking about. Like, we talking about a federal RICO, and I haven't heard one bit of testifying about a RICO. All I've been hearing is just his freak-offs. Freak-offs this. That's all I've been hearing, bro. And it's like, bro, y'all might have proceeded with the wrong type of case in here. Y'all presenting this like y'all ain't...
it's wild, bro.
Like I ain't even heard about the sex trafficking. I ain't heard about none of this yet. I'm like,
everything has kind of fell to the wayside right now because, like I said, like it's like the witnesses that they had or the victims that they had, that Diddy hotline, it definitely didn't help it, man, because it just brought more, basically just brought more confusion to the case, I would say. You know what I'm saying? People that didn't have nothing to do with it, man, looking for a quick dollar. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely, like I said, man, it helped Diddy in his, his case. But, like I said, just from looking over the case and how it went, our tax dollars have been wasted.
They seem like they're being wasted big time.
No, they've been wasted. They've been wasted.
And it's crazy, though, because it's just like, dog, for this to be a RICO, I started to realize, like, damn, dog, this is a federal RICO case.
It's a RICO case. Just like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm thinking like the state RICO they had with them. Like, damn, bro, like, when we gonna get down to the RICO?
Just like they dropped the RICOs on the mafia bosses, man. The kingpins out here, man. The big Meeches, you know what I'm saying? The John Gottis, all those type of guys, man. They did a RICO case on Diddy, and the sad part about it is, man, I don't think they had their ducks in a row, man, before they even came at this.
I think they just wanted to aim big, shoot big, and let's just see where we go with it. You know what I'm saying?
I really be honest with you, bro, man. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100, bro, man. I don't think that they ever thought that they was gonna convict him of a RICO, bro. I think this was a humbling experience. I think they really brought him here to humiliate and to humble him, bro.
Damn.
Somebody in a higher position, bro, that we don't know, you know what I'm saying? That, got that, you know what I'm saying, that clout like that, man. They wanted to humble him, bro, and embarrass him, bro, because all that comes out of this case from what it's looking like right now. Like, if we look at this case, man, Cassie, she's on the stand right now. She's testifying about, you know what I'm saying, she was, urinated on.
Good grief.
You know what I'm saying? About how she, contracted STIs, man, due to her having so much oral sex. You know what I'm saying?
God.
About, and then it's all the things about, like I said, these things that helped Diddy as well, that she was a willing participant in a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, she definitely sounded like she was willing. It ain't sound, she was.
She was.
What was said.
You know what I'm saying? She contacted or she reached out and basically scheduled the
freak-offs?
Not just the freak-offs, but the night she didn't set the freak-offs up, but she contacted the prostitutes or the escorts.
God, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, man, it's like he really, really just got exposed for having, like, only thing that was bad about this is, like, he had some domestic violence, but how many domestic violence cases is it in America?
These ain't got nothing to do with domestic violence, bro.
There's somebody calling, 911 for domestic violence right now, but they ain't got a RICO.
Yeah, and they ain't doing freak-offs either. You know what I'm saying?
They is doing them, though. That's what I'm saying. That's not illegal having a freak-off, bro.
Oh, no question about it, no.
It's all these things that we read in the case about her being, I don't even want to know the word for her being, basically dudes ejaculating on her, you know what I'm saying, those type of things.
Hey.
Like, that's they may be like crazy to people or whatever, man. Like I said, it's even wild to me looking at hearing it, but that's not a crime.
Nah, man. And in this new world, man, there's chicks out here, they like to be peed on. Like you say, you got chicks going to dub Y overseas getting shitted on. So
and coming back with new bodies, they coming back with new cars, new lives.
That quick 100,000.
And you put her in the same context as them, bro.
And then
hold on. If you put her in the same space or context as them, what does that pretty much spell out for you right there? She had all these things happen to her, man. And, definitely, man, abuse is definitely not what we, promote over here. Nothing like that, or even, what I'm saying it's okay. But from just the sexual aspect of it, bro, all these things that they talking about that Diddy did, she got paid for those.
Yeah.
She ended up getting $20 million out of this, bro, to not talk about this stuff. Yeah. And she talking about it.
Yeah, and still got the money.
And so, you know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But let me ask you this, though. How you feel from her husband's point of view, man? They say he had to leave the court, bro. And to hear that come out, what happened? Because from what I'm understanding, he never heard that stuff. So,
he heard. I mean, he ain't never heard.
He ain't heard that.
First of all, ain't no woman gonna tell you all
her. Nobody revealing those secrets.
Ain't no woman gonna tell you her whole, facts.
But you gotta think about sitting there and you gotta hear and read that, bro. And your wife sitting on the stand pregnant, and you. Never
if you love her, man, you gonna deal with it, man.
You gotta talk through it. You gotta hold her down. But that's crazy though, because that's the talk you gotta have after the trial.
It's not. I don't think it's a talk that you gotta have after the trial. But besides consoling your wife,
I
don't think it's not a talk of having like, hey yo, man, what's this about, bro? Nah,
it's too late for that. But what I'm saying is, because it's gonna make you question, like, what else the fuck I don't know.
He knows that, bro.
You know what I mean?
He don't think that he don't know this. I don't know where you getting that. He don't know this stuff, that, bro. It's just like I said.
No, this stuff he just learned about with the pen and the wiping the.
He didn't know.
He ain't know that.
How you know that?
Cause he said he didn't know it, bro.
How you know that? Where you read that?
Bro, what I'm saying is he said he didn't know that, bro.
I don't believe that. I ain't read that.
Man, bro,
I can't stand on that.
He knew that, nah.
I can't stand on that man didn't know what his wife was getting ready to say when she was getting ready to go on that stand, especially something that crazy. I can't stand on that. But my whole thing about it is, man, like, Diddy is being charged for being a freaky individual, bro, and I feel like this is all just a humbling experience, bro, from a higher up. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's even if I think Diddy, what you think Diddy about to basically get, sentenced to? If he get found guilty.
Shit, time served.
Time served.
I mean, because right now, if this is what y'all swinging the fences for, it looks like y'all just got a domestic violence case on camera that's more than 10 years old, and he's already serving time. You probably gonna get time served and get put on house arrest, man, for about a year or two.
That is wild.
But as far as all this trafficking, this RICO's, unless y'all ain't got to that portion, because I'm thinking y'all coming out swinging, y'all come out with y'all top witness first.
But why are we on trial on a RICO using federal tax dollars, bro, to sit here and pay for a domestic violence case, bro? Like, we could be, for the money they spent on this case, dog, we can fund a whole domestic violence shelter, bro.
Hey, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I said, man, this was all just about humbling a black man, bro, that was powerful.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. You know the bad thing?
I feel bad for the nigga, to be honest with you on that part
about it. I feel bad on that point, but the funny thing about it, if he beat this, bro, he gonna go back to having freak offs, bro.
Man,
he might not be of that stature of like he used to, but he gonna still go back to doing it because the real talk, like you say, this is not a crime.
It's not a crime what he's doing, bro, man. So it's like, what do you expect him to do? All he did was basically push him out the closet.
Now, what's gonna get interesting?
You pushed him out the closet, bro, before he was ready to come out, man.
But what's gonna get interesting in this case is they released the tapes of the freak offs because they say he had all this shit taped. And
but how you going? But that's what I'm saying. That's more even like.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it's gonna get crazy. That's when it's gonna get.
That's
crazy.
Like the Shannon Sharp case, bro. It's like what are we waiting on a sex tape to come out with Shannon Sharp that the court is gonna release? Like what are we doing, bro? It's like where are we standing at in the world today in the United States, bro?
I don't know, but I don't want to see a Shannon Sharp sex tape though.
I don't want to see a Diddy sex tape. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see neither one. But I'm just saying, though, if you look at this, though, like they talking about a sex tape may come out of the freak offs. If this information of these sex tapes come off of this freak offs that he was having, dog, it's like, what world are we living in today, bro? Like, I can understand, dog, if y'all got to use it for whatever to convict them of it, bro. But as far as it being leaked to the public for us to see it, why?
Hey, man.
Like, I don't even care to see it as even I don't even call us, journalists or nothing like that, but I don't even care to see it.
Hey, man, I don't want to see it myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on it, but it's just like where it's gonna stop. It's crazy.
Because think about this, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro, and I ain't gonna take too much longer, bro. But think about this, man. We all, like they say, man, your bedroom is your bedroom, bro. What goes on in there, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a heterosexual male, bro. But at the same time, bro, I would be like that would be crazy for my whole lifestyle of what I do in the bedroom with me and mine would to be released and just, I ain't talking about just a visual of it, just the aspects of everything I do in the bedroom, dog. You just got a plethora of all the females I ever dealt with in my life, and they just got a platform and just like, yeah, he did this and did this and that, but ain't none of it criminal though.
Nah, none of it's criminal, but you don't want to hear a nigga getting a fart sucked at their booty.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But that would be crazy.
On some serious shit, though. That's what I'm saying, though. That's wild, though. That's that man' private life. So why is it being pushed to the public like that if he hasn't did anything criminally, bro? He did, you know what I'm saying, get into a domestic violence situation with his girl. That still don't even call for the right for him to be, for his sex life to be released, bro.
I mean, shoot, man. Hey.
Like, that's wild, bro. Like we on trial right now, bro, for what she talking about, the thing she did with a male sex worker that she called.
Yeah, that is wild, though, bro. She set up this shit, like, yo.
Like I said, I'm not against Cassie being a victim of, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence, bro, but this is things that she did, bro. Like I watched that tape. He did, you know what I'm saying? I watched the 15-minute video of that tape.
Yeah, he did get off.
He got off, bro, but if you watch that tape, it wasn't no like when they say in sex trafficking, when there's basically like kidnapping involved and stuff, you don't have the right to leave. Yeah. She had the right to leave, bro. Even when after he drug her and all that and that, you know what I'm saying? He came back like 4-5 times, bro. Like she could have hit the elevator left. She had the thing. He didn't take the phone from her. He didn't take the phone from her.
So you said he was, because she was just kind of, she could have left, but she was kind of just waiting around to see if he's gonna come get her.
She talks about this in her testimony now, like she could have left, you know, or she just basically she wanted to be around because she didn't want somebody else, or she knew he would just get somebody else to do it.
That's crazy, bro, man. Like that in this day and age, though, you gotta think, man. That's why it's clearly looking like she was a willing participant.
She is a willing participant, bro. I ain't saying that she's not a victim of domestic violence, but she's a willing participant in this. If it's sex trafficking they being charged for, racketeering, all that, bro, she need to be in this and be in there too. But again, though, we talked about this. Freaking when they first got charged, I knew something was out of pocket when they gave her immunity.
Yeah, she got immunity right away.
What do she got immunity for?
Hey, she got immunity right away. Like, damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying? How you got immunity, bro, but you're the victim in the crime.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah, the victim and the participator.
And the participator, bro. God, she was like damn near like a madam, like a little small madam or something like that, bro.
Like you the main lady. You control the stable.
Like I can go deeper and deeper, man, about the whole.
Because the real talk, if you want to flip the tables, if she was getting these other willing participants, then shit, who's the sex trafficker?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see Diddy telling motherfucker, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You set the play.
You set the play up, man. And like I said, he could have set it up and been like, you know, we not stupid. He could have set up and like, I don't want my name on it. You know what I'm saying? This and that. But you still a grown adult. There's nobody locking the door telling Cassie she can't leave. But Cassie fell in love with the lifestyle too.
For real.
She right next to the nigga that's the biggest nigga in the game.
Biggest nigga in the game, bro. Biggest businessman in the game, everything.
It's not like
she couldn't let go of that clout and that power, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's wild, bro, man. Like I'm definitely
shout out Cassie though, man, because like I say, we don't condone the domestic violence stuff at all. But you know, your hands are not clean, baby girl.
It's not clean in this, man. But like I said, no, we not showing her nothing like that. We just saying like it's a waste of our money right now with Diddy, man. If y'all haven't seen it right now, it looks like Diddy probably gonna be coming home. You know what I'm saying? Through this trial. Like, it don't look like, if he gets sentenced, whatever, man, and he do get hit with some time like that, bro, I'm sure it's going to be appealed or something, because this shit don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what else? I mean, you got anything else on that, bro, man? If I'm missing, bro, man, like, it's a lot of stuff in this case this week just with that. Like,
hey, man, I don't want to go over the inner details, bro, so I'm going to leave it alone. Hey, people online, bro, they know what's going on with Diddy, man.
Hey, man, we will see how it shakes out. Like I said, free Diddy, man. Like I said, it's nothing to not say not free Diddy for. So, definitely, man, get some help, Diddy. Get some help, Diddy.
Yeah, man. Keep that nigga away from the blue chew. That nigga gonna get a blue chew and tear everything down, man.
Whoa, bro, man. But